I am ready.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh, yesterday was so much fun.
Definitely an adventure.
We wanted to do like a recap of our adventure yesterday.
We wanted to.
Yeah, well, it's a we thing.
Yeah.
It's a we thing.
Because I love doing these videos.
All right. So last time we left you, we were waiting for our pickup bus for the bike ride to, I think it's pronounced Halikipala. It's the summit. That's the way I am going to refer to it, as the summit. So historically,
it's the big mountain over there.
It's the giant mountain. It's like 10,000 something feet elevation.
We were over 10,000.
Over 10,000 feet elevation. Okay, and
we
so
started at sea level.
Traditionally, the Hawaiians used to come up and worship the sun coming up to start a new day, and they would come up and do prayer and ceremonial grounds there, and that would kind of start their day. So typically there are between 200 to 600 people that come up every day to watch the sunrise.
You actually need a
from
permit to come up between 3 and 7.
Yeah, it's a
they
national
limit
park.
the amount of people that actually will go up to the summit and watch the sunrise. After 7 you can go up there anytime, but the whole sunrise ceremony is limited.
Right. So we get up there, we get picked up our bus, and then we go
2
over.
a.m.
It was like 2, well, we were up at 1:30, so they picked us up at 2:15. Then we ride over on our Skyline tours. I just want to shout out to Skyline tours because they were really cool. Our bus driver for the second half. So the first bus driver was really great. Got us to their dispatch office where we had a little breakfast treat, and we picked up jackets, these beautifully royal blue Skyline jackets, so that they could easily recognize us, the tour group, while we were there at the bus. So we get there, get our jackets, we get on our Bike at Maui bus with Skyline Tours.
Hang on, you skipped over the whole sunrise thing.
I'm getting there. I'm going in chronological order. So we get on our bus with Paul. Paul was our tour guide, and I hands down think he was the funniest person in the whole world. So he set up, we get on the bus, he starts giving us a little information about driving up the mountain, sets up this nice Hawaiian music playlist, so we listen to that all the way there. So we get there at like 4 a.m.
So we're all lined up in the front for the sunrise. However, it's like 40 some degrees.
Yeah, we went from like tropical, it is like 80 degrees here, to a whopping high 40s, low 50s, and it is cold. You're above the clouds, above sea level. It is beautiful.
Well, God, I hope if you were.
Beautiful. I did a time lapse.
If you're below sea level, you got problems here.
Right. Okay, very funny.
You still are awake.
Anyways, so I set up a time lapse of the sunrise, which was beautiful, on my phone. So I'll put that after this so you can watch that come up. It was really great. And then we got back on our bus and then drove down to an extra spot he stopped for us at. I cannot pronounce this.
Yeah, don't even try.
Nakikapu.
All right, you tried.
Something. So then he told us about the crater, which is not really a crater. It's a erosional depression. Erosional depression. All right.
It wasn't a caldera collapsing. It was all weather.
Right. So we watched, learned a little bit about that, and then we went over and he's like, hey, we're going to take some really cool group photos or some photos here, so it looks like you're walking on the clouds, which they're probably my favorite pictures. Then he had us jumping, and I'll put some of that up too, and those are my favorite pictures. They're really cool. And then I had made him do a redo, and he was like, I'm not doing a redo. And I was like, yes, I have that idea. Let's do it.
Because she couldn't see my feet.
The pictures turned out really cool.
The new ones turned out really cool, so I had to eat my words.
Yeah, so then we get back on our bus, and he takes us to our Bike at Maui, which there's not a contract to bike down the mountain anymore inside of the national park, because there were
There's no guardrails.
There were no guardrails, thanks to Lady Bird Johnson, who wanted the national park to be very national-like looking, and there were lots of Maui owies in the park. That's what they called them. So right outside of the gate of the park is where we started with our bike tour, which was like 7,000 feet elevation. So then we get on these bikes. Okay, and you gotta talk to him about these bikes because he was really sketchy. He was like, I don't know about this going down a mountain.
You're losing 7,000 feet, and we biked what 20 miles.
Yeah,
That's a lot of elevation that you drop. And I'm not a small guy.
No,
I'm kind of a big boy. I need some good brakes.
Thinking really scared about these brakes.
How are they gonna do this? Even disc brakes probably aren't gonna handle this. So what they did, they retrofitted moped brakes, beachcomber bicycles. Worked great. Had brakes all the way down the hill. But you used them a lot. You only pedaled like a half a mile in 20 miles.
Yeah, there was not really a lot of pedaling involved, unless you were being like me and being a doofus and swerving back and forth and standing up and things that you're not supposed to do according to the rules and regulations. But they put us in the back, so I mean,
you wonder why.
Come on. Anyway, so we biked all the way down this mountain. We stopped a couple times, took some cool photos there, and then we wound up in Malikiwa. It was Cowboy Town. That's what it's called. And it's just a tiny little town. It's like a general store, a bakery, a couple boutique shops, and that's
literally people that ranch on the other side of the island
ride their ponies,
ride their horses into town, grab their beer or whatever they're really.
Sorry, I had to.
And ride their horses back to the ranch.
Yeah, they hook them up and take them back. So we did that, and then, so mind you, we get back here. We went to lunch at, not really lunch, but kind of like a snacky kind of place at this, I have it right here. It was called Wow Wow Hawaiian Lemonades.
You're just a walking commercial today.
I am today. I am. Oh my gosh, this is like the best lemonade ever. So if you come to Maui, I recommend stopping at this place.
Oh, hang
Wow
on.
Wow Hawaiian Lemonades. We're in Kihei, so I know they have a place in Kihei.
Lizards running.
Run, little lizard. Okay, there are so many little tiny lizards here. They're so cute. They're like this big.
They scare the crap
this
out of you
big,
and you're
this
walking
big,
though.
this big. They're super cute.
You don't see them on the sidewalk, and all of a sudden the sidewalk moves.
Yep. Anyways, and so then we came back here. It was about 1 o'clock. He caught like a half an hour nap while I was changing because I have to take a bath in sunscreen. Yeah, I have to take a bath in sunscreen. In 3 days, I've gone through over 3 ounces, I think, of sunscreen. But hey, I've only come out with one wacky tan line so far.
We have an ongoing discussion. If I put suntan lotion on her back, is the top of her shoulder part of her back?
Yes, it's your responsibility.
I think it's
But
yours.
we doubled yesterday, so my shoulders didn't get burnt yesterday.
You can
I didn't
reach,
get burnt at all yesterday.
See, I can reach my shoulder. You can reach your shoulder.
We covered it all. So then we went to the beach, which we are staying at a Kihei Kainani in Kihei. And the beach is literally like we walk across the street and it's right there. So we spent some time out there. And I think, hands down, one of the coolest things that happened yesterday is we're out swimming in the ocean, and this guy who's got on his snorkel gear goes, "Hey, turtle!" Literally, the turtle swam right by us. There's 4 of them. We had no idea. And I'm not talking like turtle. I'm talking like massive turtle. Massive sea turtle.
They were
and
just
he just
swimming
comes
between
up to
us
the water.
and the beach.
Yep, like we're the waves break at the shoreline here. So you get over the shoreline, get out a little bit, enough to still where we were still standing, and here's these giant turtles just swimming around. He would come up, get some water, look at you, go hi, and then go back down. They were
He
so
might be
cool.
breathing air.
Okay, whatever. He was saying hi. That was my opinion. He was saying hi, I'm here.
I think he was
It
breathing.
Huge. Our tour guide that took us back from the bike it tour, his name was Manny, and he's kind of a local here. He grew up here, moved away, and then come back. He was telling us about all kinds of cool places and things to do, and the turtles. And he would say some people even ride the turtles here.
You're
which
not
is
supposed to
weird.
do
You're
that.
not supposed to do that. You're not supposed to trust the turtles because they want them to stay around, and they're very pristine to this area. But that was really cool to swim with sea turtles yesterday. So we did that, and then for dinner, we went to happy hour at Three's Bar and Grill. That was really good food. They had probably the best fish tacos I've ever eaten in my life. They were coconut crusted fish tacos.
Now, granted, we've tried Guy Fieri's recommendation for sushi.
Okay, yeah, so we went
that
to
wasn't-
miso fat sushi, which was good, but it wasn't like, ooh, I gotta have that again. Mm-mm. And then the night before that, we went to Monkey Pod restaurant, and the service we had there and the food was really good, but it still wasn't like, I gotta have that again. And
Local
it could
bar
have
and
just
grill.
been my dish, but then it was Three's Bar and Grill, and they had really good fish tacos. He got some like pork nachos and lettuce wraps. I don't know. Anyways,
Regardless.
it was really good. And then
You sound like
to
your
cap
food
the night,
bloggers.
I am. And to cap the night, this is our second time going there this trip already. It's Ululani's shaved ice. I don't like sweet things, and I don't really care for ice cream. It's not my favorite thing in the whole world.
Ice cream
But
and shaved ice together.
Ululani's
wonderful.
shaved ice. I can't even describe it. It's so good. They make their ice here. I guess the lady was telling us last night they triple filter the water before they freeze it to make the shaved ice, and then they make their own purees to put on the ice from all of the ingredients here on the island. So we've seen mango trees, papaya trees, banana
That
plants,
and figured out
coconut
that
trees.
bananas, the Chiquita bananas that we get on the
Oh, yeah,
mainland,
they're not the normal bananas.
aren't them native?
No,
They
they're
call
called
them apple
bananas,
bananas.
and they're like this big. We haven't tried one just eating raw yet, but they said the banana bread is so much better here because they use the apple bananas. So that's on our list to try, is the apple bananas. Maybe you have to bring one of those back. But we did get some banana bread when we were on the road to Hana. It was really good. Really good.
It might have been a midnight snack for me.
The loaf is already almost gone, and I had 2 pieces. Anyways, yeah, Ululani's, definitely want to try that if you're here and you watch this and you come to Maui. And that's it. I think today we're going to head over to Turtle Bay is what they call it, and that's at McKenna State Park. And then we're going to go see the goats at
I
the
can never
Surfing
get
Goat
you to
Dairy
put
Farm.
pants on. See, you got through
I'm
with
on
this
vacation.
whole thing.
I'm on vacation. I can do whatever I want.
See, you can see you don't have pants.
That doesn't mean I don't have shorts on. I am wearing underwear, guys, just so you know. Funny.
I
I
may
got
or may
distracted.
not
There's
be.
another little lizard. They're so cute. I'll have to get a picture. Oh, let's talk about the chickens. There are feral chickens everywhere. Everywhere.
They're annoying.
They're so cute when they have their little babies. And we saw a
Big.
peacock yesterday, which I didn't know that they had peacocks here. But they have feral chickens, feral pigs, feral cats. They said that they have over,
250,000 feral cats here.
so don't feed them, they said. We had deer here. We saw deer yesterday on our drive up, and they said that
Which are not native.
they're not native here, but they get up to about 80 pounds, and they keep their spots their entire life, which is really weird to come from the areas we come from and know that stuff. What else did we do yesterday? See anything cool yesterday or learn yesterday?
I don't know, it was like an 18-hour day yesterday.
Yeah, it was such a cool day though. We had a good
She
time.
went to bed before I did.
I did. I went to bed at like 7:30 last night, and I got up at like 7:30 this morning, so it was really nice. Needed. Anyways,
Time zones are kind of screwing us up.
yeah, but we're doing so much cool fun stuff. It's awesome. Yeah, today. We're gonna do today. Go see some turtles. More turtles. I love turtles. Turtle. Turtle. Okay, bye.